everybody. It's me, Christopher Nejman. Did you miss me? It's been a while since we did a sew and chat. Let's see, what's the date today? Today is the 19th of May. My time, it's 10:43 p.m. So what am I doing on a Tuesday night before I go to work the next day for a full week in the salon? I'm making more masks for my clients. That's what I'm doing. Now, I have had, everything has gone so smoothly so far in the salon. Every one of my clients have been so responsible. I have nothing to say except all positive about all my clients. I'm just so thrilled that I've got such wonderful clients. And then I've had some new clients come in that asked me to do their hair. They watched my work, they saw my work. And so what I do is I send everybody a video of my rules for the salon and what we all have to do to protect ourselves. And I send it to them after they book their appointment so they know what we have to do. And everybody has been doing it. No one has said anything different as far as why do I have to wear a mask, why this. A couple of people asked me why don't I blow dry, and I said I'm not willing to take that chance and blowing around particles right now. I want to wait for statistics on that and see what comes up, because as I talked about before, if you're on my Facebook group or if you're my Facebook friend, I had said many times in the very beginning that we need to wear masks when the government and Dr. Fauci was saying no, and now they're all saying yes. So I was ahead of that one. And you know, I don't claim to be a physician, I don't claim to be a scientist, but I do claim to have common sense. And common sense tells me that if people in the hospitals were dying of this disease, and if medical staff couldn't even get masks to wear, and they had to rely on grandma home sewers to make masks for them because they couldn't get masks. And if they didn't wear the mask, they would catch the virus and die. Well, it only made sense that the general public should be wearing masks as well, right? So I posted all that, and after all this came down, they were locking each state down. One of my Facebook friends said about the mask making when I was making them and selling them. She said, God, you were right from the beginning, you were right. And I said, well, you know, when you're a hairdresser, you have to study all the diseases. I mean, many of the diseases. You have to understand about the diseases, and it's so hard to keep track of everything. But common sense tells you that you have to have barbicide to clean your tools. You have to have this, you have to have that. And common sense just tells you, okay, there's a disease out there. We need to take protocols, extra protocols, to be extra safe, right? As a hairdresser, but then I saw some hairdressers on some of the groups posting, they were like upset that they have to wear masks and this and that, and I'm like, beauty school dropout, you know, how did you get your license? So yeah, so what I'm doing here is this is just plain cotton fabric, and this is that Filti fabric filter by Filti, F-I-L-T-I. You can look that up online. This is a nanotechnology filter, so I've got my clients wearing. If they don't have a mask to wear when they come in, if they got the wrong mask, I give them one of these, and I just incorporate it into the price of the service because this stuff is costing a lot of money. And but the majority of my clients have been coming in with masks, and some of them didn't have the right mask, so I give them this one, and it works out great. Let's see what else is going on in the news. You know, I don't want to talk about that man in the White House because he's just irritating as shit. I'm just over him. But you know, we all are over him, and what we got to do is just we got to vote in November. We have to vote them out in November, and you know, we need somebody who cares about the people in there. Somebody who cares about the people and tells more truth than lies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's an old saying, we haven't met one honest politician, and every politician is crooked. No one's going to tell you the exact truth, but there's a difference between a politician that has to keep a secret because of security reasons and a politician who is just has no empathy and no concern for their citizens, his citizens. So you gotta think about that, everybody, when we vote now. So remember that. I still see people out there not wearing masks at the grocery stores, people out in public walking around at outside of restaurants, congregating. People are acting like the war is over, huh? And I'm going to tell you, the war has not even begun. The war has not even begun. Mark my words. This fall and winter, when it happens, the shit's going to hit the fan. There's going to be more deaths than ever. And I'm not saying this to scare people. I'm saying this to prepare you. Because if you are not taking preparation now, this virus is going to be under control. If you're rebellious about wearing masks, if you're rebellious about being prepared and protecting each other, you could be the one in that hospital bed dying. But you're always going to have those rebellious people. So, since I did a video on, what was that video? Oh, making an apron for work, yeah. And I was talking about that TV show on Hulu I was watching, Mrs. America. Whoa! That was so good. That was so good. One of the ERA women met up backstage with the housewives who are against the ERA. And these housewives do not want to go to work. So the ERA woman asked her, she was asking if the head of the housewives had taught them how to do this and that and this, and it was all office work. And these pawns are like, yes, she did teach us that. She did teach us that. She goes, congratulations, you're working women. And they all looked at each other like, what? Duh. If you're watching that and you saw that, you will be laughing like I am right now because it was so fun, so much fun. And that goes back to the mask wearing. You know, it's like, so you were against wearing masks and you were petitioning out there in public and you were against it. You were rebellious, and now you're in the ICU fighting for your life. How's that going for you now? You know, my family member and my friends who work in nursing, so they're trying to save your sorry ass life because you thought you knew better. And that's true. It's what's happening. It's what's happening out there. Let's see here. So I did a few different videos showing you a couple different sewing machines and sewing over multiple layers of fabric. I know some of you saw that. I saw a post where someone wanted to know about this machine again. This is one of those portable industrial sewing machines. Every brand makes one. You just have to look at the brand. This is Baby Lock Brother, Janome, Juki, Pfaff. They all make their version of this portable industrial sewing machine. So just go to your local dealer and check it all out. Yeah, so that's about all the news I've got. It's all about all the chatting. I'm not really in a mood to get all upset again like I did before because, you know, I find that getting upset and venting. I vented before. Oh, and I was finally able to get some elastic too. I want to show you. I got some invisible elastic. Then I went and did a Google search and I found some of this elastic, which is great. I went online. I just kept Googling for elastic. Now, there's something I want to talk to you all about. What's the problem with you people not being able to do Google searches on your own? People are asking me questions on my videos, and you could be Google searching. Like somebody wrote, well, how do you sew on a button with this machine? Well, you know what? Did you think of Googling how to sew a button on with a sewing machine? I mean, come on, people. Haven't I taught you enough to try to think for yourselves? You know, I've given you all this information, I've given you inspiration, I've given you help, but a lot of you still want to be spoon-fed like a child. You have Google, you're online, you're typing, you're writing me these questions. You know, sir, what needle do I use? Sir, what do I do this? I did a video showing you how to go to websites to look at needles, to figure out what needles to use. What, you know, I've done all that. I've tried to help you, but I'm not going to enable you. And the reason why I'm helping you is because I am a teacher, but I'm not an enabler. I will show you the road to travel. You need to put your own gas in your car and drive your own car down that road. But I will show you the signs and the direction. You understand? And if you want someone else to drive your car for you, you're going to have to start paying. You're going to have to start paying for a chauffeur. That's life, baby. You know, God gave you the tools to be able to do things for yourself. You know, I watch videos of these people that were born with no arms or no legs, and you should see what they're doing. You should see. It's just amazing. Then you have all these other people who whine, moan, and complain. I don't know how. How do you do this? I'm afraid to look at my instruction manual. Can't you just tell me? I'm too lazy to open up my instruction manual. Can't you just tell me the answer? Meanwhile, there's people born with no arms and no legs are doing amazing things in this world. And those born with arms and legs are the biggest, laziest piece of shits in the world, right? And you know, when I start swearing, I'm getting upset because I'm getting passionate about what I'm saying. So, if you're one of those people that are lazy and expect the world to keep spoon-feeding you, good luck with that. Good luck with that. See, these are turning out nice, aren't they? Put any color back here that you want. And this is good enough for sitting, getting their hair done. This will prevent, when anybody talks, this will prevent their spit from getting out. You've got the cotton and you've got the filter here. While they wear this will prevent in case, and I'm wearing a mask, so if I'm talking and any of my spit comes out of my mouth, my mask will hold it inside me, just like this. Now here's a hint to wearing a mask, everybody. Suck on a breath mint. Because if you didn't gargle and brush your teeth that morning, you can smell your own breath. That's enough for you to pass out. People are saying, oh, I got carbon monoxide, or I got this and that, I can't wear these things, da 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 da. No, it's called not brushing your teeth. It's called not brushing your teeth or gargling. It's called personal hygiene. And boy, you can smell your own personal hygiene now, right? And you know, as we get older, we all start having issues with our teeth. So it's more evident you're going to smell it. So this would be a wake-up call for people to say, ooh, I better call the dentist. I better get into the dentist, get my teeth clean. And even if you're the type of person that takes care of yourself, the personal hygiene, the teeth are going to be an issue when you get older for everybody. There's a lot of maintenance with the teeth. That's just a fact of life. That's a fact of life. And so anyway, yeah, I'm just very, very grateful and very blessed for my clients that I have. I have excellent clients, and everyone has been following the rules, and so the salon's been going good. And I only allow one client back in my area at a time. If they have a friend with them, that friend has to stay out, wait in the car. If they have a family member that wants to get a haircut too, they have to stay in the car until I'm ready to take them when the next person's out of there. I got very strict rules to follow, and I sent the video because I don't want to keep repeating myself. So I made the video, and you all, I'm sure most of you saw that video on my YouTube, and no questions asked. So nobody can say, "Oh, you didn't tell me that," because sometimes I might have forgot to say something. So the video explains it all, and everyone's been watching it. Thank you to all my clients who have watched it and followed the rules. And I'm sure there's going to be somebody who's not going to follow the rule, but I will let them know at that front door. Hold on, got to get you a mask before you come in. And then they go right to the sink and they wash their hands before they come in my room. So I'm protecting the next client after them, you know, and like sanitizing. I was just watching the news today where they were interviewing this lady who has a barbershop in Tampa, and she says she's going to have to raise her prices. Everything's costing her more money. She has to spend more money on special chemicals for cleaning. She's got more masks. She's got to do all that. And, you know, I know she's spending money for masks because, look, I'm spending money for masks too. But what she's going to have to do, if people don't have a mask and she have to wear one, she's got to charge them for it. You know, she's got to charge them for a mask. That's the bottom line. You just can't give these things away because how are you going to make any money, you know? You just got to charge for it, and she's got to charge for it, and she's got to raise her prices a few bucks to make up for all the extra chemicals. That's just the way of life right now. That's just the way of life and what's happening. I mean, taxes keep going up. I mean, I tell everybody, I says, hairdressers very rarely raise their prices. They very rarely raise their prices. I mean, my men's haircut price is the same as what I was paying back in 1989 when I first moved to Florida. So, and that's in a salon like a unisex salon. We used to call them unisex salons. Now we just call them salons. They're a salon or a barbershop. But I love my job. I'm so happy to be back to work. I was scared. I'm not going to lie to you. I was scared shitless. But I read everything. I saw everything online. And I said, okay, we can do this. We can do this and we can be safe. And I just keep praying that we all stay safe and nobody gets sick. Now, what they do outside the salon when they leave me, I can't control that. But I can control what they do and wear in my hair chair, in my salon. But I can't control what they do outside. Now, my friend brought me one of those thermometers to start taking people's temperatures. Because I said to my sister, I said, now my sister, she's a respiratory therapist at the hospital. I told her, I said, do you have any suggestions when I go back to work? You know, what do you think? And you know what she said to me? She goes, take everybody's temperature before they come in. I said, I don't even have I can't find those thermometers. And finally, my friend's wife says, I've got one you can use. So I think starting this week, I'm going to start using it and making sure, especially if I have any doubts. But you know what? It's not like you can look at someone and say they're rich or poor by the way they dress. This virus does not discriminate. You know, all those people live in gated communities that say, I don't want that person in my gated community. Well, good luck telling the virus that. Good luck telling the virus that when I was watching all these white middle-aged men in the beginning going to the stores with no mask on, and they're going home to those gated communities. Boy, talk about inviting the riffraff into your neighborhood. You're inviting the virus in. People are just, I don't know. No common sense. You look at some of these people and you say, did your daddy bribe college admissions for you to get that college degree? Because you're not using any common sense. So that's my preaching. That's my lecturing. I'm not. I know this isn't as intense as my other ones, but we got to be smart, people. We got to play smarter. We got to play smarter, and we cannot let the uneducated, rebellious people ruin what could be a possibly good thing. But just remember, the war is not over. The war has not even begun. The war has not even begun. And people are all running around out there with no mask on. Oh, you can't tell me, take my rights away and stuff like that. When you catch COVID-19 and you're in the hospital fighting for your life, I want to hear what you're going to say then. Right? Okay, guys, take care. Happy sewing. Happy sewing. Make your masks. Wear them when you go out. And be safe, okay? Be safe. Be kind to each other. When I say be kind to each other, be respectful of each other's lives and look out for each other's lives. Wear your masks. Okay, love you. Talk to you later. Bye.